When the customer told the manager I spit in his food, every employee in the kitchen knew exactly what happened, because we had just watched him do it himself. I worked at a steakhouse, been there 5 years, started as a dishwasher, worked my way up to line cook. I took pride in my job. Friday night was our busiest shift. Tables packed, orders flying, everyone moving fast. A man at table 12 sent his steak back 3 times. First it was too rare, then too well done, then too cold. I made it perfect each time, exactly what he asked for. The 4th time, our server Jenny came back to the kitchen looking defeated. He says there's a hair in it now. I looked at the plate. There was definitely a hair, but it wasn't mine. I wear a hairnet. Everyone in the kitchen does. I made the steak one more time. 5th steak. Perfect temperature. No hair. 10 minutes later, the manager came storming into the kitchen. Who made the steak for table 12? I raised my hand. The customer says you spit in his food. He's demanding we fire you immediately or he's calling the health department. My blood went cold. I didn't spit in anything. I would never do that. The manager looked conflicted. He's out there screaming, making a huge scene. Other customers are staring. I followed him out to the dining room. The man was standing by his table, red-faced, pointing at me. That's him? That's the guy. I saw him spit on my steak through the kitchen window. There was no window between the dining room and the kitchen. Not one. Sir, there's no window? Don't lie to me. He got louder. I know what I saw. You spit in my food because I sent it back. You wanted revenge. Other customers were watching now. Phones were out. People were recording. The manager pulled me aside. Maybe you should just apologize. We can avoid a scene. Apologize for something I didn't do? Think about your job. My hands were shaking. 5 years of hard work, and this man was trying to destroy it with a lie. That's when Jenny walked over with her phone. Actually, I think everyone needs to see something. She turned her phone toward the manager, then toward the man. I started recording after he sent his steak back the 3rd time. Something felt off about him. She pressed play. The video showed the man at his table. His wife was in the bathroom. He looked around to make sure nobody was watching. Then he leaned over his plate and spit directly onto his own steak. The whole restaurant gasped. The manager's face changed completely. He turned to the man. Sir, would you care to explain this? The man's face went white. That video is fake. She edited it. It's timestamped 12 minutes ago. Jenny crossed her arms. And there are 30 witnesses in this room who just watched it. The man grabbed his wife's arm as she returned from the bathroom. We're leaving. No, you're not. The manager blocked the door. Not until you apologize to my employee and pay for the 5 steaks you just wasted. I'm not paying for anything. The manager pulled out his phone. Then I'm calling the police. What you did is called fraud, and it's on video. The man's wife looked horrified. What did you do? What is he talking about? Everyone in the restaurant was staring. The man's face was dripping sweat. He reached into his wallet, pulled out cash, threw it on the nearest table. Fine. There. Are we done? The manager shook his head. You still owe my cook an apology. The man looked at me. His jaw was clenched so tight I thought his teeth might break. I'm sorry, he muttered, louder, so everyone can hear. I'm sorry I lied about you spitting in my food. The whole restaurant started clapping. Someone yelled, "Get out of here, loser." The man grabbed his wife and practically ran out the door. The manager patted me on the shoulder. Take the rest of the night off. With pay. You've earned it. I walked back to the kitchen. Everyone was cheering, hugging me, telling me they had my back the whole time. Jenny found me by my locker. Thanks, I said. You saved my job. She shrugged. I've worked in restaurants for 10 years. I know a scammer when I see one. He was going to threaten a lawsuit and demand free meals for life. Seen it 100 times. How did you know to record him? She smiled. Gut feeling? Plus he was way too confident. Guilty people are nervous. He wasn't nervous at all, until he got caught. I went home that night and hugged my kids a little tighter. I almost lost everything because of a stranger's lie, but the truth came out. It always does.